What's really in the big, beautiful Bill Act and why it matters to your business? There is a new federal law with a name that sounds more like a marketing slogan than legislation. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act. And here's the truth. Beneath the name lies over 1,000 pages of policies that could really impact how you run your business. And you might be asking, does this help small business owners or hurt us? Well, the answer is both. And more importantly, all change in the Senate. So more to come later. And let me break this down for you clearly and without all the politics and all the noise so that you understand what's in it, what it means for your bottom line, and what you need to do before the rules shift again. Let's start with the big win for small business. If you operate as an S Corp, LLC, or a partnership, basically any pass-through entity, you're now eligible for a 23% deduction on qualified income. That's up from 20%, and it's a direct cut to your tax bill. Next, if you invest in equipment or research and development, you can now fully deduct those expenses in the same year. That's huge for companies trying to scale, automate, or innovate fast. And this one's catching a lot of attention. For a limited time, tips, overtime pay, and even interest on auto loans are temporarily exempt from federal income tax. That's not just a break for employees, it's leverage for employers. Hourly staff may be more motivated to pick up extra shifts if they know they'll take home more. That means more coverage without new hires, fewer training costs, possibly lower turnover. But, and this is a big one, none of this is locked in. These provisions passed the House, but they're headed to the Senate next. And if you know how Washington works, you know this. What enters the Senate and what comes out are often two very different things. Every provision I mentioned, from the 23% to the tax-free overtime, could be revised, delayed, or stripped entirely. Some senators are already calling for changes to the estate tax provision. Others want deeper cuts to clean energy funding. And some want to push the whole bill in the next year. This matters because you might make hiring decisions, investment plans, or tax moves based on what's in the bill today, only to have it reversed, even from your accountant's desk. So let's keep going. What else is in there? The SALT deduction cap jumps to $40,000 for many taxpayers. That's meaningful relief for small business owners in the high tax states who pay state income taxes through their personal returns. The estate tax exemption goes up to $15 million. That could make succession planning, handing your business off to kids or partners, a whole lot simpler. But again, don't bank on permanence. The Senate could pull any of these levers, and if you're not watching closely, you'll miss the shift. And now there's more. Federal benefits like Medicaid and SNAP are tightening up, particularly for adults without children. That means if your workforce includes lower wage employees, you may see more turnover or benefit-related stress that spills over into your business. Meanwhile, clean energy tax credits are being scaled back. If your business is tied to solar, EVs, or anything in the green space, this is a real strategic pivot point. On the flip side, spending is increasing for defense, traditional energy, and border infrastructure. If your industry overlaps with those areas, new opportunities may open very close. But don't miss the financial elephant in the room. The bill is expected to grow the federal deficit by trillions. That puts upward pressure on interest rates. So if you're carrying business debt, financing equipment, or looking at an SBA loan, expect your borrowing costs to rise. Not overnight, but very soon. Now, in the end, what do smart business owners need to do right now? First, I would meet with your CPA immediately. Don't wait for this to get finalized. Start modeling your taxes under both scenarios. If the bill passes as is, or if the Senate rewrites it, you need to be ready for either. Business owners that move quickly win in the end. Second, stay flexible with your payroll strategy. If tax-free overtime stays, it could change how your staff is and schedule. But don't build your entire comp model around it, because again, the Senate could erase it. Third, run your numbers conservatively. Build in buffers for high interest rates and assume not every benefit will stick around. Make moves that make sense now, but won't backfire if the political winds shift. And fourth, stay informed. You don't need to become a policy expert, but you do need to track how the Senate rewrites the bill. If you wait until it's signed into law to react, you're going to be behind. Let me just close with this. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act could be a financial gift or a strategic curveball, depending upon how the Senate plays it. But either case, the small business owners will win are the ones who stay ahead, who act quickly, plan wisely, and are focused on what they can control. My name is Don Markland. We work with small business owners every single day and help them win, scale, and grow quickly. If this video is helpful, please like, subscribe, share it with small business owners to help them stay ahead. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.